day 24, and we're just gonna have some fun today and play like a real piece of music. I mean, not that etudes aren't music, but you know what I mean. So I'm gonna work on Beethoven's Horn Sonata today, which is cool because it's got a lot of the technique stuff that we've been doing, but has a little bit more musicality. So let's get going on the beginning. So I want to talk about how I'm gonna approach this beginning, because a lot of kind of people just go like dum da dum 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 splat, right? And they don't really like phrase it or anything like that. But I definitely want to do that because I want to be better than everyone else. So I want to think about where I want the phrase to go. So I'm probably saying the wrong note. Bum 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 dum da dum. Dum dum dee. I was too flat, right? Dum dum dee, dum dum dee. So I want to go to that C, because there's a leap, and typically if there's a leap, it's a composer writes it for a reason. So I want to go to that C, and then dum dum dee, dum dum dum. I'm gonna go for both C's. So the C in the staff, the C, middle C, and then I'm going to decrescendo on the low C and not make it super important. It might pop out, especially because I'm doing it via phone, but my intention is to go for the phrase for the upper C and then the middle C. All right, here we go. Let's give it a try. Alright, so I don't know if that was super effective via the phone. I'm going to try it one more time. Alright. That could use a little bit more work, but I don't want to... today's not necessarily about, you know, beating the low notes to death and getting that micromanagement. I'm trying to get the musicality. So I'm going to go once again. So this is very similar, but this time I'm going to decrescendo to the middle C. So can you hear how that was different? The first time I went... Okay, and this time... Okay, so hopefully you can hear the difference. Alright, now we've got a pretty lyrical melody here. One second, I have to get my dog. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play this phrase two different ways. So I'm going to play first with the open fingering on the G, and then with the B flat fingering for G, just to see which one's cleaner. Alright, let's see. Now with the one combination. Alright, so that actually might have been a little easier with the one. I'm going to have to play with that a little bit and make a final decision. The one tends to be a little bit flat, but sometimes it's nice to stay on the B flat horn. And I've been trying to play with my fingerings a little bit more just to get a little bit more ease, and just see, yeah, make things easier. Okay, so with that phrase, you obviously don't want 4 E's in a row that sound exactly the same. There's also a written crescendo, but you don't want da, 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 da. You definitely want to go somewhere. So I definitely try to really drive towards that F. Dum, 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 dee, da, 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 dee, da, da. And that F has a little bit of a na, 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 dee. It's not dissonant, but it definitely is where I'm trying to put my emphasis. So, let's go to the next part. Oh, I didn't hear that note. Dee, da, 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 dee. Let me float a tongue. So I want to decide where I want to put that. Do I want to go dum dee or do I want to go dum dee? Right? These are the musical choices that you get to make. So let me play them both ways. I think I don't know. I still have to make a decision. I think I maybe like the first one better. Alright, so if I was practicing, I would probably isolate those 16th notes. I'm double tonguing that. If I would try maybe not double tonguing that, see what it sounds like. For me, that's super slow. I have a really slow single tongue, so I have to double tongue. Right? So I would practice those. Now let's keep going. Once again, we have repeated B's, so you definitely want to drive them somewhere musically. Okay, so I kind of had a mess up on that. See, let's try it again. And here, you want to play with dynamics. So it says piano here, but actually it's more of like a solo piano, so it's more like a mezzo. Because you want to have room to get quieter on the collando. Okay, so obviously that did not go great for me. And this notoriously is something that I need to work on. This is literally 2 measures. And it's jumping from that D to that low G. That's a disaster for me. So if I slurred it, not clean at all. And so that's something that I need to go into the practice room and just woodshed. There's 2 schools of thoughts on this. You could make it really slow so that it's really clean every single time and then bump up the metronome marking. But I also just heard recently that sometimes that can kind of teach you to be sluggish. And never actually achieve your full tempo. So the other option to that is like add notes at the proper tempo and just go like. And even if it's not pretty, right, eventually it will be. And so they say that even though there's no satisfaction, like there's instant satisfaction from doing it slow, like you can hear that it's going to get better. That way you don't hear it, but you actually might learn faster. So 2 different ways of thinking about it. So that's something that I really need to practice. Let's just keep going because it's fun. Okay, what'd you think about that G? Was it flat? I tried using different fingering, so I was trying. Yeah, ooh, it's real flat when I do it slow. I was using 2, 1 and 2 for the F sharp, and then 1. You know, I'm just trying different fingering. The reason that I was doing that is because sometimes getting a slur like that with a lip slur can be a little bit sloppy. So it would sound like this with a lip slur. So maybe not as clear, but the G was much better. So what if I just did 1 and 2 for the F, and then or F sharp, and then open? So let's see what that sounds like. Maybe that one's the best. I don't know. Gotta play with it. So these are the kinds of things that I'm working on with this kind of music. You know, it goes into that's basically the exposition. So I think that's good enough, but this will give you a couple of ideas to think about, really figuring out where the phrasing is going, where you want to put emphasis on things, so that you can make a really beautiful musical phrase. All right, I will. Oh, the other thing that you can do is on YouTube there is literally piano trackings to this, so you could just play with a pianist all day long, and it's really, really fun. All right, see you tomorrow.